How do you feel like your performance went today?
I feel like I did good. I could have did things a little bit better, obviously. I could always grow in every aspect, but I feel like I did good today.
What do you think are the biggest things you were able to learn from Coach Combs and Coach Barnes out there today?
Breaking down, he said eyes, feet, then hands. Cause like DBs nowadays, they want to just jump on wide receivers and put your hands all over them. It's not about that anymore. It's about the wide receivers can really move their feet now. So you got to be able to move your feet as well. So it's still about putting your hands on them, but you got to move your feet with them now.
How much had you talked to Ohio State before today?
We had like a little conversation. He talked to my dad on the phone, and then he talked to me as well. And then he sent me the camp, like obviously the camp like invite so that I could come here. But that was about it.
Did they talk to you about potentially getting an offer today?
Yeah, they said come up to Ohio State and they'll let them evaluate me and see what they think.
Where else have you visited so far this month?
I visited UF on the 1st, FSU on the 5th, and Clemson on the 6th.
And where else will you be going?
I think this is the last stop as of right now in June, so we'll see if anything else pops up.
Yeah, I know you've got like a couple dozen offers or so. Like, is there anything that's standing out to you right now, or too early in the process?
I think it's just too early in the process. I'm just focusing on getting better, and the relationships and all that stuff will come as time goes on.
Are you hoping to get back up here for a game in the fall?
Yes, sir, for sure.
How would you describe your game to people who haven't seen you play?
I'm a technician, you feel me? Like when people come up to me and see me, I'm not the biggest guy. I'm not like the most physically intimidating guy, but I understand football like in my head. I understand like the wide receiver and what he's going to do based off of things that he's done. Like, and I'm a technician when it comes to like my technique, so I take pride in my technique.
What was your height and weight?
5'11", 170.
Did you get a 40 time today?
Yes, sir.
What was it?
4'6".
What made you want to be here today? What made you want to come to Ohio State?
Just to prove to the to rivals and 247 and everybody that like they tried me, ranking me a 3-star. I'm obviously more than a 3-star, and I proved that I am more than a 3-star. So they're gonna see, they're gonna wake up.
You feel like your offers prove that?
Yes, sir. As well as my game as well.
What are the biggest things that are most important to you in terms of ultimately making a decision? Like, what are the things you want to see in the school you ultimately choose?
I want to see like a program that is known for outputting like cornerbacks and DBs, and a coaching staff that knows what they're talking about when it comes to cornerbacks and defensive backs.
So I imagine that makes Kerry Combs' history fairly appealing to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are there any NFL defensive backs that you like look up to, or you try to model your game after?
Definitely Jalen Ramsey. I'm not like the same size or whatever to him, so maybe Jair Alexander too, because he's a smaller guy, but he's also good with technique. So, yeah.
What were the biggest things you wanted to show these guys out here today?
Show them that I could line up against anybody and go against anybody, no matter whoever the opposition is. Just play my game, play my technique.
And what was maybe the biggest thing you took away from kind of the coaching you got out here?
To break down all my movements. They broke down every movement and like showed me that every movement matters. Like, there's no wasted movement when it comes to like backpedaling and braking and that type of stuff, because all that wasted movement is going to lead to your slower break and then the wide receiver catching the ball faster. So.
And now that's something you can work on
yes,
your own
sir.
and things like that.
For sure.
And you mentioned kind of the chip on your shoulder, with the rankings and whatnot. How much have you paid attention to that? How much does that drive you?
Well, I'm not really too big into the 3-star. Like, I mean, when they ranked me a 3-star, it's not like I was begging them to break me no 4 or nothing. But it's just like when I go to training, it gave me motivation in the back of my head that, I'm finna show these people that I'm better than whoever they got ranked ahead of me.
How do you think today helped show that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.